Hey everyone, welcome back to English Conversation Studio. I'm Alex. Today's episode is one of the most requested topics we get, a job interview. Whether you're preparing for an interview in English or you just want to understand how professional conversations work, this episode is going to be incredibly useful. We're going to cover everything from the small talk before the interview to the tough questions in the middle.
And I'm Anna. Today's grammar focus is the present perfect tense, and this is one of the most important tenses in English, especially in professional situations. I have worked here for 3 years. She has just finished her degree. Have you ever managed a team? Listen carefully throughout the conversation. Present perfect is everywhere in job interviews. Okay, you've prepared for this. You've done your research. You've practiced your answers. You can do this. Just breathe.
Hi there, are you Anna Clark? I'm Alex. I'm the team coordinator here. It's lovely to meet you. Can I get you anything while you wait? Water, tea, coffee?
Oh, hi, Alex. Yes, that's me. Thank you so much. I'd love some water, actually. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous. Is it that obvious?
Not at all. You look very composed. And honestly, a little nervousness is completely normal. It actually shows you care about the opportunity. The panel will be ready for you in about 5 minutes. They've just finished the previous interview.
Oh, good. Thank you. I've been preparing for this for the past 2 weeks, so I really want to make a good impression. This role means a lot to me, honestly.
That's great to hear. I've worked with this team for 2 years, and I can genuinely say it's a wonderful place to work. I think you'll feel comfortable once you're in the room. Just be yourself.
Let's look at the grammar. I said, I've prepared. I've done my research. I've practiced my answers. And Alex said, I've worked with this team for 2 years. These are all present perfect, formed with have or has plus the past participle.
We use present perfect in 3 main situations. Number 1, for experience, things you've done at some point in your life. I have managed a team. She has lived abroad. Have you ever used this software? Number 2, for recent actions with a result now. They've just finished the previous interview. It just happened and the result is they're ready now. Number 3, for situations that started in the past and continue now. I've worked here for 2 years. Started 2 years ago, still true now. Let's see more examples. Anna, please come in and take a seat. Thank you so much for coming in today. I'm Sarah, head of design, and this is my colleague James from the marketing team. We've been looking forward to meeting you.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here. I've been really excited about this opportunity since I first saw the job posting. The work your team has done recently is genuinely impressive.
That's very kind. We're proud of what we've built here. So, Anna, shall we start? Tell us a little about yourself and your background. In your own words, who are you professionally?
Of course. So I've been working in graphic design for about 4 years now. I started my career at a small creative agency where I worked on branding and print design. For the past 2 years, I've been at a mid-sized studio where I've had the opportunity to work on much larger digital campaigns, including some international clients, which has been a fantastic experience.
That's a great background. And what specifically has drawn you to apply for this role with us?
I've followed your company's work for a while, actually. I've always admired how you balance strong visual identity with really purposeful storytelling. When this position came up, I knew straight away it was the kind of challenge I've been looking for. I feel like I've reached a point in my career where I'm ready for more responsibility and a bigger creative scope.
I love that answer. Now, you mentioned international clients. Can you tell us more about that? Have you worked directly with clients, or has it always been through a creative director?
Both, actually. In my first role, everything went through the creative director. I hadn't yet had the chance to manage client relationships directly. But in my current role, I've taken on that responsibility and I've really grown through it. I've learned so much about managing expectations, communicating creative decisions, and handling feedback, even when it's difficult.
That's really interesting, Anna. Have you ever had a situation where a client completely rejected your work? How did you handle that?
Important difference here. Anna said, in my first role, everything went through the creative director. That's past simple because it's a finished, specific period that's over. But then she said, in my current role, I've taken on that responsibility, present perfect, because it's still happening now.
The key question is it finished or is it still connected to now? Finished and specific time use past simple. I worked there for 2 years and then left. Still connected to now, no specific end time, use present perfect. I've worked here for 2 years and I still work here. This is one of the most important distinctions in English grammar. Listen for it carefully.
Yes, actually, that happened quite recently. A client I've been working with for about 6 months completely rejected a rebrand we presented last month. It was a significant project. We'd put a lot of work into it, and the feedback was quite harsh, honestly.
And how did you respond to that?
I've learned that the first thing you have to do in that situation is listen. Really listen without getting defensive. So I asked them to walk me through every specific concern. I took detailed notes, and then I came back to the team and we had a really honest conversation about what we could do better. We've since delivered a revised concept that the client has responded to very positively, so it ended well.
That's a really mature response. It sounds like you've developed strong resilience in your career. Have you had any experience managing or mentoring junior designers?
I have, actually. It's something I've really come to enjoy. In my current studio, I've been informally mentoring 2 junior designers for the past year. I've reviewed their work, given feedback, helped them develop their confidence. It hasn't been a formal management role, but it's given me a real taste for it. And honestly, it's made me a better designer too, because teaching forces you to articulate things you normally do instinctively.
That's a lovely insight. Okay, we've covered your experience really well. James, do you have any questions from your side? Just a couple. Anna, have you used project management tools in your work? Things like Asana, Trello, or Monday?
Yes, I've used Asana extensively in my current role, and I've also used Trello for smaller projects. I've found that having a clear system makes such a difference, especially when you're juggling multiple deadlines at once. I've also recently started exploring Notion for personal organization, which I've found really useful.
Perfect. We use Asana here, so that's great to hear. And finally, have you had any experience working with motion graphics or animation? It's not essential for this role, but it's becoming increasingly relevant for our clients.
I have to be honest, it's an area I've explored but haven't fully developed yet. I've done a few short courses online, and I've experimented with After Effects on personal projects. I haven't used it professionally yet, but it's something I've been actively wanting to build on. I see it as an exciting growth area rather than a gap, if that makes sense.
That's a very honest and self-aware answer. We appreciate that. Nobody expects you to know everything. The willingness to grow is what matters most.
Thank you. I've always believed that the best designers never stop learning. The industry changes so fast that if you think you've figured it all out, you're already falling behind.
Very true. Okay, Anna, we've really enjoyed this conversation. Is there anything you'd like to ask us?
Yes, I've actually prepared a few questions if that's okay. First, I'd love to understand more about the team culture. How would you describe the working environment here?
That's a great question. I think the culture here is collaborative and quite open. People have always felt comfortable sharing ideas and challenging each other respectfully. We've worked hard to build that, and I think it shows in the quality of the work.
That's really encouraging to hear. Culture matters so much to me. My second question, this role mentions working closely with the marketing team. Has that collaboration always been part of the design team's remit, or is it something that's evolved recently?
It's evolved over the past 2 years, actually. We found that when design and marketing work together from the start of a project, the results are so much stronger. It's been one of the best changes we've made, honestly.
I love that. Integrated thinking from day one. That's the exact kind of environment I thrive in. And my last question, what does success look like in this role in the first 6 months?
Honestly, in the first 6 months, we'd love to see you settle in, build relationships with the team, and start contributing your own creative voice to projects. We're not looking for someone to come in and immediately revolutionize everything. We want someone who listens first, understands the brand deeply, and then brings their perspective. Does that sound like something you'd be comfortable with?
Completely. I've always believed the best way to make an impact is to understand the landscape first. I've seen people come into new roles wanting to change everything immediately, and it rarely goes well. You have to earn the trust before you can lead the change.
Anna, this has been a genuinely wonderful conversation. We've really enjoyed meeting you. We have a couple more interviews to conduct this week, and we'll be in touch by Friday at the latest. Is there anything final you'd like to add?
Just that I'm genuinely excited about this opportunity, more so after this conversation than even before. I felt really comfortable here, and I can see myself being very happy in this environment. Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you, Anna. It was our pleasure. Alex will show you out. You did brilliantly in there. I could hear through the door.
Thank goodness. I've never been so nervous in my life, but it actually went really well, I think. Thank you for the water and the kind words before. It genuinely helped.
That's what I'm here for.